So tell me about iPredictus. What is it? What does it do?
iPredictus is a media analytics platform, SaaS-based, that uses a series of algorithms to use essentially past performance of television advertising to predict the future of individual advertising airings.
Can you go into a little more detail about how that happens?
Sure. So essentially, there are approximately around 120 attributes that media buyers, analysts, planners use to make decisions on what's the best media airings to buy for or to plan for their clients when they're buying a television advertising program. And very, very similar in digital, and somewhat similar in direct mail. What we've done is looked at the way those attributes interact with each other and created essentially 3 million formulas that answer the questions that most media planners or analysts would ask of their data. And we've created a way to do that on demand, so that essentially Excel and the challenges Excel really present in terms of housing data and answering questions is eliminated.
Can you tell me some of these attributes so that us in the television arena understand what you're looking at?
Sure. It could be anywhere from cost per point, Nielsen ratings, number of rotations, day part analysis, seasonality, creative, competitive information. So things that absolutely have an impact on whether a campaign is hitting its goals, will hit its goals, or taking historical information that is really challenging today for the media agencies to be able to bring in. There's so much of it, and to be able to use it appropriately. So in addition to not only the standard attributes that we're looking at just to make decisions on how things are doing, we're also taking historical information, whether it's from a day ago, a month ago, a year ago.
How is your approach different from traditional methods of projecting performance?
I don't think it's different. I think what it's done is it's allowed for the modernization of automation, marketing automation to occur, the application of analytics at a really high level, much more complicated than humans collecting information from different places and pulling it together. So it saves time, the quality of the data is better, and the application of the formulas are done in near time so that the information is read at a much faster speed. And therefore, instead of being able to look back last season, you can actually look at how you did yesterday and make changes to that. There's one other level that we bring to the table, which is consumer data. Today, years ago, there were basic analytics. Today, the consumers are leaving a footprint, and that footprint is being collected by the advertisers, and they're sharing that with their agencies to be able to better understand the return on investment. That data is essentially collected by us as well in an effort to help make the planning and the ROI come to life.
Do you have a data set that might be considered a secret sauce, or some way of getting new insights from the new data sets out there?
I think that the 2 points of differentiation that we're bringing to the table, first is the quality of our ability to ingest the data, station level detail, and the number of different types of stations there are, happen to create, because humans touch it, we're bypassing the humans on the station level. So we're bringing data sets that normally could be broken, MSNBC, MSN. So we're bringing those things together. The secondary thing is that we're bringing in data sets that are very, very complex and fractured from the call centers and from digital web repositories. We're bringing that information in together on behalf of the agencies and or the brands, and tying that together to a single transaction.
Can you give me an example of a client and how it works?
Sure. So I'll give you two different examples. One of a brand that is driving a lot of retail. There's the EuroPro Ninja brands, Shark vacuums competing with Dyson, Ninja that is competing with the likes of Magic Bullet and a host of different other kitchen appliances. And so we use iPredictus in a way that they're running hundreds of millions of media dollars, and we're predicting how those media dollars are doing, not only at the call center or the web, but also are they reaching their cost per point, Nielsen ratings, as well as are they driving retail traffic. We take in about 200,000 retail locations every single week, and understanding at the retail level whether or not their goals are being hit. That's an example on the brand side. And on the agency side, agencies the size of Horizon, as an example, are using us to automate all of their different reports for their growing business. They're one of our largest clients, and we're running dozens of their clients through the process in order for them to have real-time, as close to real-time reporting as they can give us.
Will programmatic television have an impact on your business?
I think that programmatic will completely embrace us. From the programmatic side of the model of today is that it's either demand side or supply side. We're actually sit on top of both of those. So when you talk about programmatic, there's a lot of technology that allows for individuals to go in and view what's available from the supply side. On the demand side, we're seeing that agencies more and more really want to understand a higher level of analytics. But in the long term, I really think that iPredictus is it ends up being the product or the platform that sits on top of all analytics, as well as all the APIs or the different feeds that you would be getting from the supply side.
So beyond television, and you'd mentioned direct mail, what other media do you cover?
We cover print as well as digital, and digital is our next real big push. For iPredictus on the television side and on the digital side, we're preparing for a exchange to occur where not only can you, in programmatic today, talk about just buying additional media, we're talking about that one day we believe that you will not only be able to buy, but you'll be able to sell back what you don't want in a much more open trade environment. And we believe that digital and television will move in that direction, and we believe that we're the front runners and the leaders in that.